Hello and welcome back. My name is Kabira and this is Kabira Speaks. So today I want to talk to you about something known as sleep paralysis. Have you ever heard of it before? It's something that I've experienced time and time again since I was a child. It is an unpleasant experience. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but it's also fairly common. I think 4 in 10 people experience sleep paralysis, so chances are it may have happened to you before. What is sleep paralysis? So sleep paralysis is that feeling you get when you're about to wake up and you can't move your body, and you try to speak and you can't move your mouth. The words don't come out, they literally get caught in your throat. That is sleep paralysis. Unfortunately, and this is the worst part of it to me, sleep paralysis also comes with a mild form of hallucination. So when I experience sleep paralysis, it's not only that I feel like I can't move, but I also sense like an ominous presence that's not necessarily like right at my side, but somewhere very close by, like outside the door. It's like very specific. It's close enough, this ominous presence or like dark figure who wants to hurt me is close enough that if I could say something or if I could yell, then it might scare them off, or I might be able to prevent them to come to hurt me. But I can't move, and I know that I can't do anything to chase them off. That's the feeling I get when I have sleep paralysis. And the craziest thing is, this happens in like mere split seconds. All of that narration that goes on in my head while I'm experiencing this, it all happens in a matter of mere seconds. But it is so unpleasant and so anxiety inducing, it feels like a lot longer than that. I thought this would be an interesting topic since it just became October, the spooky month, because even though this is, there's a medical reason for it, your sleep is interrupted, so that's what causes these types of feelings. It's still weird. Like, why do we feel that way? Like, why does so many things happen in such a short span of time? Well, different cultures have different explanations for sleep paralysis, because this has been happening to people since the beginning of time. Like, you can see examples of sleep paralysis in literature dating way back when. Some cultures refer to sleep paralysis as an old hag, or like a witch waiting to hurt you, or other cultures describe sleep paralysis as like a demon sitting on your chest. Now, I wouldn't say that I specifically experience this type of hallucination when I have sleep paralysis, but some people do feel like they can't breathe, like they're being physically choked, which, yeah, that sounds even more unpleasant. So if that happens to you, I'm terribly sorry. But that's just one other aspect of sleep paralysis, or the sleep paralysis demon. It's just kind of interesting how something like that crops up in lore and stories from generation to generation. I think that just kind of shows, like, that's what humans do. When we don't understand something, we make up stories to kind of make ourselves feel better. But yeah, that's my tale of sleep paralysis. I definitely notice that I experience it more like if I am sleeping in an unfamiliar place, because then I'm more likely to have interrupted sleep because I'm not as comfortable as if I were in my own bed. I used to get it a lot as a child because my family, when we went on vacation, my dad would drive the whole way. So I would sleep in the car like a lot of kids do. And the sleep that I had, the sleep quality I had while in a vehicle was terrible. So I experienced sleep paralysis like a lot on road trips. I still to this day don't like sleeping in cars because I hate the feeling of not being able to move when my body is actually awake. It's really very terrifying. I hope you've never experienced it, but if you have, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what your experience is like. How do you feel when you have sleep paralysis? How do you prevent it? Can you prevent it at all? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you, and as always,